Milo, how's it going, man?
Good, good. Thank you.
Awesome. Why don't we just start with a quick little intro, who you are, what you do, where you're from?
Yeah. Well, my name is Milo Ochoa. I'm originally from Guatemala. I'm living in Texas for 2 years. For the past 2 years, lived in Miami for a while, and I'm a producer. I do mostly CCM, like contemporary Christian music, and like praise and worship. A lot of Christian artists, stuff like that.
Awesome, man. Cool. And tell me a bit about your business, what it was like before we started working together, obstacles, struggles, kind of what was going on at the time.
Um, well, I felt that I kind of had the creative part of the business, but I was lacking the other side of the studio, which is the business side of it, right? And I never went to business school or anything, so I knew I had questions about like what is out, what are other producers doing? What's other people doing as far as their clients and bringing in more people and creating like actually a sustainable business, and constant income, constant clients coming in. What are other people doing? I was having those questions because I was doing maybe $1,000 a month, on a good month. Besides that, it was just like a side gig that, even some months I had no work for that. I mean, I'm grateful that I have another job, not being able to, cover my bills and all that with the other job. But of course, this is what really gets my heart. This is where my passion is at, producing and helping other people, yeah, create music. So I was really wanting to grow or to get out of that, I guess, season of like just taking it as a hobby and making it an actual business.
Absolutely. Gotcha. And we haven't been working together too long yet, couple months, so we still have a lot of work to do together. And I'm sure we'll do another update. But what has happened since we've started working together? Some wins, changes in the business, things like that.
I think, well, to start, it's just the mentality of it, the mindset of the business aspect of the studio has completely changed for me. It's changed the game, just the way I approach every single thing, every single project, and just seeing potential in other people. And I think it's helped me to understand a lot of the questions I had, right? For example, how to close a sale. Basic thing, but I was really struggling with that. I felt like every time I had that conversation with a new client, it was a really, really awkward conversation, or like, I felt like I had to like step on eggshells to give him a price or to be straightforward with things. And it's helped me to really understand how to present the idea, how to present the reason why they should work with me. I've been on conversations and phone calls, and a lot of them haven't gone well. A couple have, but every conversation that I feel like, um, that I'm missing it, I'm taking it just as a learning thing, as a learning step of like, okay, so that doesn't work. I'll try a different thing at the next call. And so it's given me a lot of tools to actually have the conversation with people about sales and about projects, about why we should, jump on board and just work on a project.
Yeah, love you made an important point there because a lot of people are afraid to fail. And what you're going through now is like, oh no, I have to fail a bunch because that's what gets us to, things working, and especially in the beginning. It's kind of like a
Yeah,
tell you guys,
yeah,
um, you know, 9 out of 10 times something isn't going to work. That's fine. We're looking for that 1 out of 10 that does. We're going to double down on that.
Yeah.
And yeah, cool. Great point. And just some more kind of tangible stuff. So I know you made that post in our mastermind group. I believe you closed a client, got a deposit for a 4-song
Yeah.
project.
Yeah. So I've been doing a lot of tracks for like $400, 450, something like that. Because and that's been like, the good clients, sadly. And we got on the phone with these guys. It's a band, it's a local band, but they reached out to me because of a post I did, and they were interested. I had all my notes before the call and just went over the stuff, the steps and things that I didn't want to miss, like, the pains and all the stuff they've gone through in the past, and sharing with them why, addressing those issues specifically, just like trying to use all the tools that I've learned lately. And when it came down to giving my price, I pretty much just like doubled my rate, which is, I asked them for $850. They were ready to work on 4 songs, and they like jump on board. They've already made the deposit for half, 50% of the first song, and they're super excited. It seems like it just gives so much validity to what I do. Also, it makes me seem like I have it together too, which is also very important for the clients to feel like, oh yeah, this guy knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about. He knows what we're going through, what we want to get better at. So really excited about that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Obviously you're on song 1, but given that the rest of that project does come to fruition, they end up doing the 4. That's great. That'll cover your investment for the program. You'll make that back on that one project. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. And then some. So why did you decide to join a program like this and get help this way? And what were your biggest fears around doing that?
I guess my biggest fears was, one, not knowing really the program and what I was getting into. The first call we had, you and me, it really helped me, because you walked me through some of the things that I could improve on, and it got me really excited. It just gave me a little bit of hope of, oh yeah, this could really turn into an actual business. The reason why I joined is because, I have 2 kids and gotta pay bills, but more than that, really, I think every creative out there feels the pain of not being in your zone, like having to work other jobs, which is okay, and we all have to go through that at some point. But I was really ready to take steps that will help me get closer to my goal, which is doing this full time, and actually having financial stability to provide for my family, right? That was my main goal. And I was like, well, I can start thinking about other businesses, right? We were thinking about businesses with my wife that we could invest money in. What if we do this, real estate or other things? And I'm like, I can start learning those things, but I know I'm good at this. Might as well just invest in me, because it's the same thing I'm trying to make my clients understand now. If we're good at this, why not invest in this? If we believe that we can do this, why not invest in this? Why not put in a little bit of money and time, which is the most important thing, into actually growing in this. That's mainly the reason why, because I want to grow, I want to get better, and I want to land more clients, better clients.
Love it, man. Cool. And then lastly here is just a quick piece of advice that you would have to other producers who may have been in your situation.
I'll tell them, don't be afraid to ask for help. Don't be embarrassed. If we might be really good creatively, but if we're not good at marketing and sales and all that, it's never gonna go anywhere, And we gotta be okay with that, with saying, yeah, I need help. I could use help on this area, and there's no shame in that. It has nothing to do with you being creative or not, because that's what I felt at the beginning of the program before joining. I was like, man, it just feels like, other producers have it going on without having to do all these things. But in reality, it's just part of the process of you growing, not just creatively into being a good producer, but also being a good businessman, a good business owner. And So I would say that, don't be ashamed, don't be embarrassed to seek help, because this is just gonna help you explode in your creative path, and actually enjoying the fact that there's money coming in, there's clients coming in, and that you're putting out great work.
Awesome, man. Nicely said. Appreciate your time, and I'll let you get back to work.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.